As I told you on the being, we have two tools. The first tool is resourceful space. And the second tool is anchor. So what do you get from the word resourceful space? Resourceful space. Resourceful space is basically somewhere I'm very happy, I do this. When I'm sad, I don't like doing something. For example, it's normal for a human to be unresourceful. But what is resourceful? What is unresourceful is what I'm up to. Resourceful is something when you're very happy and you say yes to whatever is said to you. Unresourceful is something where you feel like, no, it's not the right time, I can't do it because I'm always like this, I can't do it. Because your mindset is not there to make it happen. But before studying, your mindset should be there to say, hey, I want to study and I'm going to crash my exams. Because you say, I'm studying. Because your being is saying, I want to study. Because that is resourceful space. Being in a space where your mind says, I want to study is nothing but resourceful space, and you're getting it right? It's resourceful space. Being in that mindset to say, I want to study. And resourceful space can be anything. Resourceful space, okay, for example, I gave you an example saying, when you're hungry, you go to kitchen. Your being is saying you want to go to kitchen, right? But when you want to study, where do you go? Obviously, you'll get into your study room, right? But is your study room interesting? Will your study room give that energy to say, I want to study? So what makes your study room interesting is having a resourceful space of saying that I want to study because this is my goal or this is my dream. Having a picture of something to make sure that you're in the space to be there. And for humans to be unresourceful, it's normal. It's normal to be unresourceful, to say I can't do it, let me do it some other day. But this is the space where you need to be to say I need to study. And my invitation for you is be in that space to say, I need to study, because that's the first step. When you don't take that first step, then the other tool doesn't work for you. But my invitation for you is to have a resourceful space. For example, your couch can be a resourceful space, your study room can be a resourceful space, where you need to feel like, I need to study because that's my purpose. So my invitation for you is to have a resourceful space, have it early, don't waste time in finding a resourceful space. That can be your room. Make your room interesting. Make your room interesting, but how to make your room interesting? Yes, I'm a resourceful space, I'm feeling like studying, but what allows me to be in that space? What allows me to be in that resourceful space is anchor. Okay, what do you get from the word anchor? Heard of this word anchor? Generally, what is anchor? Anchor is something, for example, in a ship, in a dockyard, in a shipyard, they anchor the ship to the basement, the seabed. Why do they do it? Because the ship is so huge that the ship is hooked to a purpose, or hooked to the seabed so that it doesn't move. For you, the resourceful space or your purpose is to be in the mood of studying. But what allows you to sit there for more is anchor. Anchor is something which allows you to get hooked for a purpose for long. Yes, I can sit to study for 30 minutes. But what allows me to sit for more is an anchor. Anchor is nothing but you sit to study, but this tool allows you to sit for long. And how to make your resourceful space interesting is anchor. And anchor is something which can be a photo, a video, or it can be photo, for example, a video can be an inspiring video, which inspires and gets you to this resourceful space saying, I want to study. A photo can be your parents' photo, a dream company photo which you want to get into. Hey, this is my dream company. For example, Infosys is my dream company and I want to be there. And that can be your anchor. Anchor can be videos, pictures, inspirational thoughts. When it comes to video, it can be inspiring videos. When it comes to pictures, your dream company, your parents. Yeah, I think parents can be your dream anchor, because whenever you think, when you want to study, when your parents are there, you feel like I need to study because it makes my parents happy. So I think anchors can be specific when it comes to pictures and thoughts. Thoughts which allows you to be in the space saying, hey, something like this, planning to pay this, failing to plan, or something which allows you to be in the space of that resourceful space. So anchor is something which allows you to get hooked to the purpose, and this is the thing which allows you to sit for more. It can be a video, it can be a picture, it can be any thoughts. Pictures can be your dream company, parents, your uncle, aunt who are inspiring, thoughts which is inspiring, and videos which touch, move and inspire you. So that is basically the being part, and the being we have two tools. The first tool is resourceful space and anchor. Resourceful space is a space which allows you to study that your being says I need to study. And what allows you to be in that resourceful space is an anchor. Anchor is nothing but which helps you to get hooked to a purpose. For example, which allows you to sit for more time than what you usually sit. For example, if you want to sit for 30 minutes, this is something which allows you to sit for 30 minutes, and videos, pictures and thoughts are something which you can work on to have as an anchor. Okay, I do ask students when they say, hey, I can't sit for more than 30 minutes or for 1 hour. So what you could do better is, you can take 5 minutes vacation. So what do you get from the word 5 minutes vacation? 5 minutes vacation is very simple. 5 minutes vacation is something where you take a 5 minutes break from your studies, where you don't have to study, you just have to chillax. You need to see an inspiring video, or you could go call your friend. And my invitation for you is to live down 5 minutes vacation where you can take a 5 minutes break and get back to studies. You can have a hot sip of coffee, or you can speak to your friend, or you can speak to your mom, or you can see an inspiring video, or you can search something, or you can have anything as that 5 minutes vacation. My invitation is to live down, take 1 minute and see what can be a 5 minute vacation. For me, speaking to my friend, or speaking to my best buddy, or speaking to my parents, is I can take 5 minute vacation, or a 5 minute nap. Nap is something which you don't have to sleep, but basically a 5 minute rest which gives restorement to your mind to saying, yeah, I can get back to sleep. So basically, the intention of taking this 5 minutes vacation is very simple, to make sure that you're in the space again to start studying. And I don't want you to waste time. My invitation for you is to have that 5 minute vacation very specific. I don't want you to waste time. It should not be 5 minutes studies and 25 minutes vacation. It should be 5 minutes vacation and 25 minutes studies. So my invitation is to have that 5 minute space, have the resourceful space conversation, have that anchor in your mind and see how it works for you. And this is how basically it moves. Being resourceful space, anchor and 5 minute vacation, and the resourceful space being the space to study, anchor being that mood or having hooked to a purpose by using all these tools, and 5 minute vacation. So your anchor can be a trophy also, which your first trophy which you can portray and have that as an inspiration for yourself. So this is being.